Hello guys, how are you?
I'm Hardeep Singh. Welcome back to your own YouTube channel. IELTS updates and recent exams. For more updates related to recent IELTS exam writing test topics, listening, reading, practice test, and speaking, you got guesswork. Please guys participate in everyday listening and reading practice test to achieve your desired band score in your actual IELTS exam. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Press the bell icon for the upcoming notifications. Don't forget like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, IELTS updates and recent exams.
Part 1.
You will hear a telephone conversation about house facilities. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Good morning, Campus Flat Agency. How can I help you?
Good morning. I'm ringing to complain about problems with my flat's facilities.
Fine. May I take down your details first?
Yes,
What's your name?
Kevin Green.
OK, Kevin. And your address?
I live in International House in the South area.
Your room number?
My room number is 16C,
On which floor?
the 3rd floor.
OK, 3rd floor, room 16C. Are you a registered student at the university?
Yes, I am.
What's your registration number?
It is KG6037.
OK, what's your faculty?
Computer science.
How long is your flat lease?
I'm not sure. Let me check. It is 1 year.
How long have you been in the flat?
Just 2 months. Now, look at questions 5 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 5 to 10.
Well, what are the problems that you've been having?
The first thing is the bathroom tap.
Let me take notes. Tap in your bathroom. What's wrong with it?
It is leaking. I'd really hope to get that replaced right now.
OK, how about this afternoon?
That's great.
Anything else?
The next one is the stove in the kitchen.
What's the trouble with it?
You know, the stove is not a new one when we moved into the flat.
Yes. Does it work?
No, the door of the stove is broken.
OK, how about repairing it next week?
Fine. And the last point is the problem of the TV set.
What's the matter with the TV set?
It had no sound from the day before yesterday.
Fine.
I do hope you can repair it as soon as possible. You know, there will be a very good football match on tomorrow evening. We all hope to watch it.
OK, how about we repair it at the same time as your stove?
Great.
Anything else?
No, just 3 items.
OK, we will get a repairman over to you tomorrow afternoon. Are you available at that time?
I will return to the flat at about 4 o'clock.
So, how about 5 o'clock?
Fine.
You can contact the repairman if your time will be changed.
OK.
His phone number is 654 33 747.
Right.
Do you have any questions?
Let me think. Yes. How about the repair fee?
Usually, the price is at least £5, but you just use 2 months, so we offer free repair.
That's so great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That is the end of part 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turns to part 2.
You will hear a lecture about a sports centre. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 15.
Welcome to the Edge Climbing Centre. I'm Jason White, Manager Assistant. I'd like to give you an introduction about the Climbing Centre. The Edge Climbing Centre was opened in 1994 and reconstructed and doubled its original size in 1998. The Edge is a founder member of the Association of British Climbing Walls and supports the work of the British Mountaineering Council. As you know, climbing is a great activity for keeping fit and healthy. So we aim to provide a climbing experience that is enjoyable, imaginative, and challenging. Let's begin with our facilities. The first one I'd like to introduce you to is the main hall. With over 150 routes, the main hall packs in a huge variety of climbs on featured and flat panels. Our facilities are continuously developing and feature a 13-meter articulated wall that can rotate to -45 degrees. Easier routes can be top-roped. Other routes have quick draws in place of the lead climber. We think we have every angle covered. Our bouldering area is one of the best of its kind in the country. A mixture of flat panels and featured walls provide overhanging cracks, flakes, pockets, and corners. There are angles to suit everyone, from the beginner to the most experienced climber. Located just next to our bouldering area is the small warm-up wall. You can climb at an easy standard to get those bones moving. There are lots of big holds and small crimps. In addition, it is also equipped with top ropes that are ideal for demonstrating techniques to novices. Our cafe is a relaxing place to have a rest between climbs with plenty of choice. We sell tea, coffee, and soft drinks, as well as a range of mouth-watering cakes. The Edge has 2 changing areas located on the upper floor. There are also toilets, washing facilities, and lockers. Locker keys are available from reception.
Now, look at questions 16 to 20. Now listen carefully and answer questions 16 to 20.
At the Edge, you can pay per visit or save on course fees by becoming a member. We have 3 types of membership. Gold membership is ideal for regular visitors. Our Gold membership packages are available for 6 to 12-month periods. You should pay £18 for half a year and £30 for 1 year. You do not need to pay any course fees. The fee of our 12-month Silver membership package is £20. Climbers have to pay £1 for each course. Both Gold membership and Silver membership is offered to climbers over the age of 18. Meanwhile, younger climbers, aged from 14 to 17, should try the Bronze membership, which is more suitable. It has the same period and price as the Silver membership. We open at 10 a.m. in the morning to 10:30 in the evening, from Monday to Friday. We are open until 8 o'clock in the evening on weekends. Please pay attention. We do not open on bank holidays. We also offer training courses, which are designed for inexperienced climbers on Monday and Wednesday evening. You can choose outdoor course or indoor course, depending on your needs. Usually, the indoor course is suitable for beginners. If you want to know more details about it, please visit our reception. Miss Morris will give you a hand. Thanks for attending the introduction lecture of the Edge Climbing Centre. I hope you will enjoy our facilities in the future.
That is the end of part 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turns to part 3.
You will hear a conversation between a student and her tutor about the assignment. First, you have some time to look at questions. Now listen carefully and answer questions.
Good morning. Oh, it's just hit 12. Good morning, Miss Potter. May I come in?
Oh, Jerry, of course. Come in and take a seat, please.
Thank you.
Well, how about your assignment?
Do you mean my paper?
Yes.
I still think about the draft, but I hope you can give me some help and suggestions.
Of course. How long will it take you to finish your draft?
I'm not sure. Maybe 3 days?
My advice is that you should spend a lot of time on your draft. As you know, a good beginning is very important for a paper. A good draft can help you outline your paper and even benefit your argument.
Okay, I will try my best to write up my work. Miss Potter, how many parts are in the paper?
Generally speaking, there are 4 parts and references.
So there are 5 parts.
Right. Contents, introduction, main body.
And conclusion?
Yes, and a bibliography.
So how about the word limitation of my paper?
According to the requirements, you have to write at least 3,000 words, and not over 5,000.
Okay, 3 to 5,000.
Right. How about your research?
I haven't begun to do the research.
Why?
Because I'm not sure about the research method. I cannot decide to use which one now.
I remember I suggested you to use the method of interview.
Yes, but I think maybe questionnaire is better for my work.
Really? Tell me your reason.
I have to spend some time of the day on a part-time job, so I think maybe a questionnaire is a good way to collect the data that I need.
Fine. Oh, do you search resources or data from the internet?
Yes, I think it's a good way to collect data, and as you know, it can help save lots of time.
Jerry, in fact, many students do most of their research on the internet. You might think that it is an easier way to get resources, but most data are from highly unreliable resources, so be critical.
Okay, I will pay attention to that.
Now look at questions 24 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions. Then there are some things you should consider when you write the paper.
Okay.
Be careful with your references and quotations, and do not share other people's work. You should write clearly about reference books and do not forget to acknowledge the original writers. Otherwise, you will be failed for plagiarism.
Okay, I've got it.
The other point is...
Deadline?
No, deadline is the date of handing in your work. You'd better hand it in on time. But if you have a reasonable excuse, you can ask for an extension.
Fine. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay. The other point you should pay attention to is your research data.
Okay, I will write them clearly. Oh, Miss Potter, could you recommend to me some good reference books about the topic of my paper?
Fine. Let's check the reference book list. The first one is Drake Wister's book.
Right, what's the title?
Global Economy.
Is it the one published by the Cambridge University Press?
Right. And I think Victoria Smith's book is a good choice.
What's that title?
The Strategy of Marketing.
And which publisher?
London Press.
Fine, and how about others?
The book called The Economics Tendency is a good one for your paper.
Really? And the writer and the publisher?
The writer is Hilary Justice, and the publisher is Oxford University Press.
Can I borrow it from the library?
Of course.
Great.
And the last one that is helpful to your work is the book of William Hanna.
How do you spell the surname?
Hanna.
Okay, and the title of this book?
Business Management, published by Cambridge University Press.
Okay.
But you cannot borrow the book from the library.
Why?
Because it belongs to the closed reserve. You have to read it in the library.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That is the end of part 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turns to part 4.
You will hear a conversation about a credit card fraud. First, you have some time to look at the questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40. Hello. In today's programme, we have invited Ken Farrow, Head of Financial Crime at Lloyds TSB, to introduce some information about credit card fraud. Welcome, Farrow.
Thanks, Catherine.
Has a chip and PIN given new chances for thieves to steal the details of our credit cards?
Maybe. In the past, there has been typically 50,000 or 60,000 ATMs in the UK where people's PIN could be collected, and now there's hundreds of thousands of points of sales terminals. It's a fraud where criminals capture details and then make a magnetic stripe card copy.
How easy is it to do this?
One way is to modify a terminal, so that's what's happening often in the past with cash machines. The same can be done for chip and PIN terminals. The other way is to replace it with an entire counterfeit. There have been incidences in America and in Europe with entire fake ATMs being set up. The last way is to set up a concealed camera and have somebody using sleight of hand to swipe your card through another machine so that you don't even need to modify the main machine.
If someone decided to set up a little device to modify one of these handheld PIN pads, how easy would that be to do?
Usually it wouldn't be technically too hard. You just need about £100 to prepare for some equipment and raw parts. But it would take some engineering time and effort. The terminals themselves have a function of tamper resistance. If you try to open the casing, the machines will shut down and make them inoperative. But there's only so much they can do against a persistent attacker, compared with an ATM. Well, once a card is copied and the PIN is obtained, crooks can make a fake card and use the PIN to withdraw money.
Do all cash machines accept these cards in the UK?
Cash machines in the UK may not accept these cards, but many machines abroad will.
Why?
It depends on our radar. We can obviously know what they are doing while criminals can't break the chip at the moment. So what they're doing is to use the old method to skim the magnetic strips on the cards. However, they've realized that they cannot succeed in the UK, so they go on to the continent and to other countries in the Far East and use them where ATMs are not secured for chip use.
Right. So they can take the old-style card and use it abroad and get the cash out more easily.
That's right. There is a magnetic strip attached to the card for customers who are travelling.
So what are you doing about this increase of use in foreign cash machines of cards that have been stolen here?
What we're doing is to gradually extend our security blanket. That means we will monitor the card usage, whether it's in the UK or abroad. If we feel there's something wrong, we will contact and confirm with the customer. We're up against organised crime, and organised crime is trying to get one step ahead of us, and we're trying to keep one step ahead of them.
Yes. How does security work in UK machines? Because sometimes fake cards will work there as well, won't they?
When a bank is looking at its arrangements, it has to balance up convenience to customers with security.
Yes. So what are you doing to make things more secure?
I think the chip and the PIN situation has really improved. And if you look at the figures, in fact, hard fraud has dropped by 24% over the last period. I think you can say this program has done well.
Yes, I can see the figures, but there has been a huge amount of coverage in the press this week. Some banks have stopped using PINs. Doesn't that decrease the public's trust in this new system? And some people even think the new system is designed for new fraud.
I don't think so. I'm not going to comment on particular cases. What I would say is that usually the evidence of crime has always been with the old technology, not with the new.
So new technology seems to be working well.
That's right.
OK, thanks for your professional introduction. See you next time.
See you.
That is the end of part 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
So guys, don't forget like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. IELTS updates and recent exams. For more updates related to recent IELTS exam writing test topics, listening, reading, practice test, and speaking, you cut guesswork. Please guys participate in everyday new IELTS listening and reading practice tests to achieve your desired band score in your actual IELTS exam. For more IELTS material, visit my official website www.ieltsupdatesandrecentexams.com. The link is given below in the description. If you need PDF files of latest IELTS material, then please join my Telegram channel. So guys, please write your score below the comment section. Again, thanks for listening. God bless you all guys. Stay tuned, stay safe.